What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Save Data Cast, your not regularly scheduled show where we talk about gaming things and gaming related things and things adjacent to that. You know, like this week, we're going to talk about our not E3 predictions, our summer Game Fest predictions. We just got an announcement this week that PlayStation was doing their showcase next week after we'd already scheduled this, which was
perfect time.
Perfect coincidental timing, and I will take that 10 out of 10
I guarantee
times.
you by Wednesday we have at least a couple leaks from that, so us doing this now is like perfect.
Yeah, no, this legitimately worked out perfectly. Not planned that way, it just worked. Hey, I'm your host David, and joining me as always is our Captain Zach. We got the hockey stick and sickle Elise.
All right, Pridge, what jingle you got?
And the Ace Attorney Fridge.
The Final Fantasy victory music.
Yep.
At the beginning, Fridge, I thought you were gonna go into like Pineapple Pen or whatever it is.
Pineapple Pen.
Pineapple Pen?
I think it's pineapple, or is it
pen,
apple
pineapple,
pen?
apple pen?
Yeah, pen, pineapple, apple pen. Do y'all not know what that is?
No.
Okay, Google it. It's not gonna be a thing I
Is
can
this
actually
like apples
explain.
and bananas or some shit?
No. It's like
it was a meme from like 2012.
Yeah, it's like
a
meme quote unquote song.
Okay, like a banana phone.
Yeah, less catchy, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's less of an earworm than Banana Phone is.
Yeah, that's for sure. Even saying the song, I'm like, fuck, don't think about the melody. Fuck, don't think about the melody.
Oh, it's over for me. It's already over. It's in my head. Folks, if you like watching us, whether we're doing Save Data Cast, whether we're doing Ace Attorney, first impressions of a number of video games, hey, there's a lot of video games coming out right about now, so like, there's probably going to be more first impressions. We just did Humanity last night. Looked pretty cool. We did Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Probably gonna do like Final Fantasy 16, I imagine. I'll do that. There's gonna be a ton coming up, so stay tuned for those. But if you like seeing those and want to support us, you can do so over at patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. We're at the $2 level and above. You get access to the full VOD channel where we post all our unedited Twitch VODs to YouTube for your enjoyment. At the $5 level and above, you get your name included in Saving Throw, our actual D&D show, which is fantastic. Go watch it now if you haven't. It's fun.
Yeah, new episode
Go watch it.
Week.
It's great.
And podcast services.
Oh, and podcast service. Listen, rate it. Post a review. Chris will read it on the show.
Yeah.
He'll do it. I think for every single one, so he'll do it. Trust him. And at the $10 level and above, you can get your name included in this here Patreon song.
Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons.
Burgerbun, Fluffguff, Mr. Colophilo, Dave Hall, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Nation, Shadowed, Navi.
Witch Tower, Sky Hurlock, High, Tacos, and Sayar, Keith, Lorenzic, Technic, Cole, JFJ, Mystic, Woody.
Leprechaun, Jacob L, Go, Zeppeli, Sheberstein, Ryger, Rilla Jolie, Baron Esper, BBC, What, and Sherlock's Zoom, Stillart, Ami, Borshock.
Shrimari, A1, Narwhal, Shiny, Caterpie, Diego Garcia, Nice Boomer, Emily.
Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring Scribes, Yo Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shay the Punisher, Sabilla.
Mega Zero, Big Kerbo, who needs to sleep, Leia Yakta, Escracia, Rachel B. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons.
Yeah, Big Kerbo's a good one.
And we're back. How's it going, folks?
Hello.
So let's get into it. We're gonna do our Naughty 3 predictions, our Summer Game Fest predictions, and I figured before we got into like, individual predictions of things we think are gonna happen, like just go over the stuff we know or like all of us mutually agree is like a lock to happen. So I did look for things that were already announced to be in the showcases, and I could literally only find one, and that's Starfield. So
Yeah, Starfield is getting its own like breakout thing after the
it's,
Xbox Bethesda.
Yeah, the end of the Xbox was just going to be entirely devoted to Starfield.
which I
Oh my
like.
God.
Hey, it should be.
It should.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a
like the
good
biggest.
call.
Like,
They got a lot riding on this
Xbox.
one.
They
They
do.
sure fucking do, Pridge.
They do. It's a good call. So like we know we're gonna see Starfield, and then we're gonna see more Starfield after we see Starfield. For like half
Yo,
an
I
hour.
heard you like Starfield, so we got you some Starfield with your Starfield.
One thing I saw that I didn't realize is,
Exhibit me.
according to like some insider folks, this Xbox showcase is gonna be an hour and a half long,
What the fuck?
and that's not including the Starfield
the
breakout.
Starfield shit?
The Starfield
Oh,
breakouts after that.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I even think PlayStation making theirs over an hour,
hour,
long
yeah.
is getting a little lengthy. I believe that they can bring the heat, but
mean,
still.
I think the showcases for the first parties have typically been like 45 to an hour. So like I'm not surprised at
Mhm.
PlayStations. I'm surprised at Xbox. Like, no, extra 30 minutes, let's go.
Yeah.
Like they must have a bunch of crap.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing we know for certain. There are a couple things that I'm like, and by a couple I mean the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Spider-Man 2, which is like we know for
Oh,
a
yeah.
fact we're gonna see Spider-Man 2.
Right. Yeah.
It's
PlayStation
PlayStation's
hasn't
big fall
said
game.
it. Yeah, but they haven't said it, but like
it's their big fall game.
they put out a comic that had fall 2023 on it as
Uh-huh.
like a prequel comic. So like, yeah, we're gonna see it at the showcase, 100%.
Deserved by mention 10 bit thing. I gotta admit, I thought David said our naughty 3 prediction, like naughty, and said, ooh, spicy before I put it.
Everyone gets to make 3 sexy predictions. Oh yeah.
Todd Howard strips nude.
Oh, I was gonna say Todd Howard
Who's
switches
laughing
from a leather
now?
jacket to leather chaps, baby.
Ooh. That's good. Sorry, and I do want to call it out too. Shade the Punisher
Okay.
shared 10 bits a while ago saying,
Oh, I
I
missed
promise
that
to
one.
spoil anything from Zelda, but how do you feel about Jesus being crucified? God damn it. Bible spoilers.
It's funny.
David!
Okay. Were there any other things excuse me, other than Spider-Man 2 that y'all thought was like
Hard
not
lock.
even prediction worthy, like this is just going to happen?
Armored Core is definitely getting like a trailer, and
Yeah, they're gonna.
probably,
I mean,
like,
they're gonna
some-
show.
It'll
more
be
Armored
somewhere. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a question of where, but
Yeah.
for sure.
Because that game's coming out soon.
this year.
August.
August.
Yeah.
Like in a few months.
Yeah, I could. That's the
that's so
one
soon.
game coming out this year that I think could literally be at any of the 3 major shows. Like it could be
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest, it could be PlayStation Showcase, it could be
It
Xbox
could be Xbox
Showcase.
for sure. For
Like
sure.
it literally could be on any of them. So, where did they
What if it shows
show?
up in Nintendo?
Nintendo hasn't announced a direct yet or anything. So like we might not be.
No,
getting
they
one.
haven't. They haven't.
I
But
think
also
they
that
usually
game's not coming
do.
to fucking Switch.
No, and I think they usually do one in like September-y, so like we might get one then.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any others that were like, yo, this is locked? Because I couldn't think of any.
No, I don't think there's anything major that we are like.
Well,
it's happening.
I had one, which is
There's some, but I'm holding them. 'cause
I had
I'll
one
only
that's
get
not
points.
worth holding, which is we're gonna see Final Fantasy 16 again because it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
out.
That's a good.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good one.
It
That's a
comes
good
out
one.
June 16th, I think. So
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say it's like
I thought it was June 22nd.
God, it's
Whatever,
a
it's
month
June.
away.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
it's late June, so I'm like, we are
Yeah,
gonna
June
see.
22nd.
We are absolutely gonna see Final Fantasy 16. It's gonna just be a commercial because we've already seen, in my opinion, too much of this game. So like they're gonna show it again and be like, reminder, buy this
Oh, that's
in
right.
like 2-3 weeks.
I forgot about the most recent
Yeah.
thing they showed, which was like a pretty lengthy showing of it. I didn't watch it
Yeah.
because I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna play this game, so I don't. need
Yeah,
to
they
see
showed
this.
like a decent amount of like gameplay and stuff like that. So
Mm.
it's and like the icon battles and all that jazz. So it's
cool.
I'm like, I don't need more. You're gonna give me more, but I do not need it at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my last one there. I'm like
Um,
locked.
I think it's a good one.
Oh yeah, you were asking. Elden Ring was released or was revealed on the Xbox showcase.
Yes. Yeah. They
Oh,
had
I meant Armored Core 6. Like when they revealed it, was that
Oh.
Game Awards?
I
I
think
think
it-
that was Game Awards.
I
Yeah,
think it was Game
Yeah, that
Awards.
was
It's
Game
probably
Yeah,
gonna be
it
Summer
was.
Game Fest then. It's probably gonna be Summer Game Fest.
Man, I forgot that we popped so hard when they showed Armored Core. Like, holy shit.
I was there. I popped real hard too.
That's right. Yeah, you were in the crowd.
Everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah.
No, that was probably the moment. No, Hades 2 was the moment. Other than Hades 2, that was the moment.
Mm.
God, I forgot.
Ooh, yeah. When do we see
that was
Hades
real-
2 again?
Is anybody got a prediction for that now that we're on?
I have a prediction.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we'll see Hades 2 in the Summer Games Fest
Really?
on the Xbox.
Okay.
That's an Xbox thing, right?
What?
I mean, I don't know that they've done partnered with the first parties before at Supergiant. I know Bastion
I don't
kind of
think
was.
it's like
but
an exclusive or anything, but I think it's like pushed more by Xbox. At least Hades wasn't it?
I don't even
I don't
think it came
remember
to
that.
Hades, or I don't think it came to Xbox until late.
Wait, what the fuck?
I think
Am
it,
I completely
I think
wrong on this?
it was on PC and Switch exclusive for the longest time, and then I think
Huh.
it came to PlayStation
yeah, I
and Xbox.
think that sounds right.
Interesting.
Because that's
But-
one that I probably would have bought on console, and I played it on PC.
Mm.
So I'm
Mm.
pretty sure it wasn't out.
I think I played the
console yet.
early access on PC, and then I was like, this is a Switch game for me because I want to be able to
That's
play this in bed or in the tub or something like that.
In the tub?
Yo, I love playing games in the tub on a
But what if
portable
you
console.
drop it?
You just got to be.
It's a risk
you
you're
gotta have
taking.
those hardcore gamer
Just
It's a
hands.
risk that you're
Drop it.
taking.
Yeah. I mean, usually I have it like propped up on something, but I got those gamer hands. Whatever that means to you.
What those gamer hands do, though.
Wow. That's what Tuesday nights are for.
Okay, so at least you think we're gonna see it at Xbox or something.
I'm switching it up, not Xbox. I think we're going to see it at Summer Games Fest proper. I think that's a game that has that hype.
Is it like we just see a trailer, or like it's coming out, they have a date type thing?
I think we see a release date.
Ooh, like a hard
I think we
date.
see a release date.
You think it's this year, or you think it's going to be spring?
I think it's going to be like spring or summer
I
2023.
mean, early access is supposed to be this year.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
For Hades 2, yes. Early access is
Oh, did
supposed to be
they say that?
later this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, if they've said
that I knew.
that, then
Oh, okay.
we'll. If they've already said that, then I don't know. Release
If-
date comes when it comes.
my
If it's already
like,
like early access stuff.
not to jump on your. This isn't even a prediction, but
Mhm.
like I think we don't get the 1.0 until like spring earliest of next year.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's what happened with
I
Hades
absolutely
1.
agree with
I think it
that.
was in early access for a full year.
Yeah.
Before.
I mean, I would think they wouldn't need as long of an early access period, but
It's true, but hey, it still took 6 years to make Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. So,
yeah,
and we understand why.
probably
but-
spent 4 years of that fucking fixing bugs and optimizing that game.
Oh.
But like, okay. I didn't think anyone come in with the Hades 2, but yeah, no, that if they I didn't hear the early access was already coming this year, but that makes sense.
No, neither did I.
I mean, listen, I'll kick it off with some actual like predictions.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next week, PlayStation Showcase. There's a game that many people have been waiting for a long time. I think since before the PlayStation 5 launched.
Okay.
And that's the Last of Us multiplayer, or Last of Us
Oh, yeah.
Factions.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
I keep forgetting that that's a
That was-
thing.
That was one of my predictions, damn it.
Yeah, I think we're getting a deep dive into that
Mhm.
thing. Like the Game Awards was a really weird touch on Factions where they're like, here's a couple concept
Here's a
art
picture."
pieces. It's where is it? San Francisco?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think that's where they're like, look, there's survivors in San Francisco. Look, the Golden Gate Bridge is there, and I'm just like, why is this here? This is weird. I think
Mhm.
it's time to actually like reveal what that game actually is.
Mhm.
It's been cooking for
since they made part 2, which has been
Since before they finished it, because originally
True.
Factions was gonna launch with
Mhm.
Last of Us Part 2.
Is it the same team?
That
I
I'm
thought it
not
was like a
clear
different
on.
team.
I'm not clear on who's working on it, because like
Yeah.
basically Last of Us Part 2, they before long before they had launched it, were like, oh, it's going to come with Factions multiplayer attached to it, just like Last of Us Part 1. And then as they got closer to release, they're like, hey, we're focusing on the single player stuff because that's what the majority of people are here for, and we'll launch the multiplayer later. And then after the game launched, I think a few months or something afterwards, they're like, hey, we decided to make the multiplayer like a bigger thing.
Yeah,
so it's going to be
this is getting way bigger than we thought it would be.
so like it's just going to be its own thing coming out in like indeterminate amount of time. And I think at this point, even if it's not coming this year, and I don't think it's going to make like it might make the fiscal year, but I don't think it's going to make the calendar year. It might make
season.
I don't think so. And I'm curious what they're going to do for monetization too, because PlayStation doesn't really have much in the way of multiplayer titles.
Or like games as a service models.
Yeah, or games as a service stuff, but I know they're pushing that way. So like I wouldn't be shocked if they went like a free-to-play thing, depending on what the gameplay of Factions is.
I think you're crazy to think they're gonna make this a free-to-play game, but I get where you're.
I mean, they made Ghost of Tsushima Legends free-to-play, and that fucked. Like that was
it free-to-play? I thought you had to have the game.
Think of.
Yeah, you had to have the game.
Hang on, I want to say
I'm pretty sure
hang on.
they might have done like a free weekend, but I'm pretty sure you still had to own the.
Yeah, I think there was a free weekend
game.
at some point, but
it would probably be a good idea for them to make this multiplayer.
It was just for people who owned it already. That's my bad. I thought they put it out free to play like separate later to try and get people to buy the base game.
That multiplayer is so good.
Yeah, but like it's really good, and it's just a tacked on thing that doesn't cost extra. And like the main thing is it didn't cost extra. And at this point, I feel like it's too late for them to tack on Factions to part 2.
Oh yeah.
So like it's either going to be a separate sale or a free to play game with like microtransaction stuff. So like those are the two options, and I just don't know which. My point was I don't know which way they're going to go, but I could see them going either way depending on what the gameplay is. Because I didn't play Factions 1.
Me neither.
So like I've heard it was good too, but also I don't think Naughty Dog knows how to make a shooting game. So like,
got him.
I don't know that I would personally like it. But yeah, I think we get a deep dive into it. I think we get like gameplay. This is what the game's gonna be. Comes out in early 2024. Is my guess. Okay. It could hit this year, but I think it'll be this year. Because we haven't heard anything like at all. So I don't think it's gonna be this year. They want Spider-Man to be this year's fall thing.
Yeah, they got to get that room to breathe because that's gonna do big numbers for them. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but the first Spider-Man was the best-selling game on the PlayStation 4.
Wait, was it?
I don't know if it kept it, but yeah, like when it launched, it was the fastest-selling PS4 game for sure.
That might have changed. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know if that changed, but it definitely.
I know. It like outsold God of War 2018 and first party titles. So
according to Wikipedia, 20 million for Spider-Man, 19.5 for God of War.
Yeah. Oh damn, that's really close. I mean, it's also Spider-Man. You know, it's like one of the biggest media properties of all time. Like
it was also an absolutely incredible game.
It was really good. I am very excited for this.
I wish it was all as Spider-Man because the other sections are bad.
Hey, at least I think they're gonna fix that in this game.
If they don't, I'm gonna be very irritated.
At least I hope so. Yeah, it would be wild for them to be like, "Hey, you want to play as Mary Jane in the sequel?" No, we don't want to do it in the first one.
I was playing that game like last year. I got to a Mary Jane section, and I just turned the game off. And I never picked it back up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
All right, I got a spicy one. A spicy one that I think is also good, but also really quick. BBC What cheered 500 bits saying first chance to watch live in months. Hope that you all are good. Yeah, thank you so much, BBC One.
Thank you.
Doing great. And Shade the Punisher also cheered 10 bits saying, do you think Nintendo will announce Pokemon Scarlet Violet compatibility with Pokemon Home again?
They just put out a press release for that this week.
I think they literally said it like this week. Yeah. So congrats, Pokemon fans. At the Sony at the PlayStation Showcase on next Friday, at some point the lights go down, black screen, and we hear, "What a thrill!"
Oh,
Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. It's happening, folks.
Oh, 3 remake.
It's been rumored for a while. I think the rumors are pretty credible. If you got Jeff Grubb saying it's happening, I'm feeling pretty confident on that.
Wasn't Jeff Grubb saying fucking Metroid Prime remake was happening for like a billion years before it actually did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like according to him,
Nintendo.
Nintendo. I was gonna say, according to him, I think Nintendo sat on it for like at least a year.
Yeah, which is kind of wild. But I mean, I guess I get it. I'm shocked that we haven't heard any Prime 4 news, like even just a sliver. But
hey, if Nintendo announces a direct, I think we're gonna get a Prime 4. It's done.
I'm not convinced. I'll be honest.
No, I'm not convinced. I think that game's absolutely in the hellest of hells.
Nah, I think we get a CG trailer in the next direct, but that's beside the E3 games.
I think we don't see that game until Nintendo officially announces their new hardware. Whenever they do that, but I don't think that will be till spring of. Oh, they already announced it. They won't show new hardware this year. So, my spicy bonus take is that it's not being developed by Blue Point.
Isn't the rumor Virtuous is working on it?
Yeah. I mean, for a while, people were like, "Well, who else would you trust with this remake apart from Blue Point? Because they just make the best remakes." But
that's true. They do.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what else Virtuous.
It's either they start the trailer with Snake Eater the song, or they just play the codec noise, and then everybody loses their fucking minds. Because how could you not?
I feel like they have to do the Snake Eater song because
it's so
if they
good.
do
otherwise you'd be like, what? Which game is it?
Yeah, exactly. I think if you do the codec, people are going to be like, oh, it's 1. I think that's going to be their first jump if they do that. So. Marketing people, if you're listening, don't do the codec noise as the first soundbite. You can use it, just don't do it as the first one.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I think, I mean, there's some other things I could spin off of that, but I don't want to take any other predictions that somebody else might have. So
I was gonna say, like, coming in not with the codec noise, but like introducing it as a codec like conversation. But I think they did that with announcing Snake in Smash or something like that.
They did.
Yeah.
And that was hype as fuck. And I was so hyped for that.
That was a different time too. That was freaking like Wii or Wii U.
Yeah. God, it was a good time. All right, somebody else go.
I think we're gonna see the first like slightly more in-depth look at the Wolverine game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try and like re-hype up Spider-Man, and then after that go right into like, oh, and by the way, the Wolverine game's still a thing. Here's slightly more on it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like just even if it's just I don't even think it's gonna be gameplay. I think it's gonna be like a cinematic.
Yeah. Oh, because when they were originally revealed, like they revealed Spider-Man 2, and then they immediately went into the reveal.
Other way
Wolverine,
around.
right?
Other way around. I think it was Wolverine first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Either way, I think they're going to do something similar. Obviously, again, we know Spider-Man's much closer to coming out, but I think they're still going to group them up together and try and keep hype on the Wolverine game as well.
God, Insomniac games fucking rules. How do they do it?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just literally Insomniac stunting on the rest of the game industry if they do that. Like, they're like, "Hey, Spider-Man's coming this year. Oh, by the way, don't forget." Like, we're still making Wolverine, and it's gonna kick ass.
Also, literally 2 years ago, we released Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, which was our game of the year for that year.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I always forget
crazy.
that was them.
Yeah, like they're fucking.
What if
like every 2 years they have a new game and it's fucking banger.
This is not a prediction because I truly don't think this would happen. But what if instead of showing Wolverine again, they show a new Ratchet and Clank game?
I would lose my mind. I mean, personally, the Ratchet series has never done really anything for me, so I would be kind of bummed, but I get why people like this.
No, I just mean on like the Insomniac stunting on the rest of the industry like level of things. They're like, oh yeah, like we're still working on Wolverine. In fact, it's coming out before this thing we're showing, but like we're working on a new Ratchet. Here's a cool CG trailer.
Yeah.
Insomniac are owned by Sony, right?
Yeah,
they are now.
They bought them just after the new Spider-Man game came out.
Okay, so before that, it was like a.
Oh, I thought it was later.
Partners, but not.
It was like a full year after it came out. I think it was like, okay, definitively they released one of the best-selling PlayStation games, and now we're acquiring them.
Well, I know Insomniac like resisted being bought for a long time, and PlayStation 2 was like, well, I mean.
Why buy the cow when you can get
they keep making exclusive for us. Oh, it was 2019, so yeah, it was a year after. I thought it was like 2020. Damn, time flies.
I know. What even are the last 3
years?
Time
absolutely flying. I guess Sony got scared by Xbox getting that Sunset Overdrive. They're like, nope, not gonna let that happen again.
I forgot that was them too. Damn, God.
They just keep chugging out games. I don't know how they do it. I legitimately do not know how they do it.
And there's been interviews where it's like, no, we don't crunch our workers like at all. And I'm like, how the fuck then?
I do not believe that. Didn't they have like some big worker controversy a few years ago?
I don't think they did. I think
it was
several other studios did, but not them.
I do recall. I could be wrong.
I can't recall hearing anything about them.
I could be wrong, but I did hear that they have crunched, but we're like, for Ratchet and Clank, they're like, no, we did not crunch at all. But I think for before Ratchet and Clank, they did.
That might be true. I wouldn't be. I mean, hey, listen, crunch in the games industry,
the industry
shocked.
Yeah. Not hand waving it, just like
no. Just be clear. That's a good one. I think that's solid.
That's good.
All right. It is foolish to expect anything from a fucking Square Enix showcase that isn't like very much announced and coming out a week after the showcase. Because I think the last time they had a big showcase, like last year, they showed like 2 seconds of Final Fantasy 15 or 16 in a montage. And like basically nothing else, and they had the worst show of the year. Still, I'm holding that hope, and I think we see a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh
man, I totally forgot they showed 4.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
I forgot it was a real game.
That's a thing.
I forgot it was a real game.
4. They showed like a full trailer.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
That's a good one. I don't think it's going to
way.
happen, but
look. I need to make the prediction so I feel good about myself.
Nomura can't be chugging out the 7 remake and Kingdom Hearts 4 at the same time like that. There's no way.
Yes, but 7 remake is coming out like this year, right? End of this year.
So last year when they announced the Crisis Core remake and then 7 Rebirth, they said that Crisis Core remake would come out in winter of 2022, which it did, came out in like mid-December. And then they said Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 would be the following winter. So, like, I don't know, November to February-ish, which I don't know that I believe, but who knows?
It's very possible that gets delayed to, like, summer.
Yeah.
2024. But, yeah, that game is in the later stages of development.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
No.
Okay. Okay. I was just like, where are you getting your information, Elise?
It's in the stage of development where it is less, as far as I'm not a game developer, I'm not involved in that, but as far as I'm aware, it's more in the hands of the teams that are polishing and fixing, and less in the hands of the guy who's like the lead creative mind on it, right?
It depends, but that can happen.
Yeah, which means maybe not now, but maybe in a few months, he will start back work on Kingdom Hearts 4 or start work on Kingdom Hearts 4.
I hope he started. They showed a trailer already.
To be fair, when they announced Final Fantasy VII Remake, the guy who was in the audience, they were like, he's going to direct the game. He was like, I am? Which is like, how the fuck do you announce that without him knowing that he's directing it?
No one told me.
That's like so. I mean, to his credit, the game is a banger. So
it worked out. It's just like, yeah, no,
yeah,
that was wild that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do not think we get a release date for Kingdom Hearts 4. I think it's going to be
just
in development or whatever. I think the last one was like now in development or something like that. And
now, Elise, do you think, because famously Kingdom Hearts 3 had pretty bad trailers, do you think the audio is synced up on this one?
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I hope they learn their lesson.
I do too, at least. I want Kingdom Hearts 4 to both have good trailers and be good, because 3...
I hope it's better than 3.
Yeah.
I didn't hate 3, but I hope Kingdom Hearts 4 is better than 3. That's all I can hope for.
Kingdom Hearts 3. What a game we waited forever for and then was mediocre and then no one talked about it after like 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
It was fine. It was all right. It was also not released on PC for like 2 years, 3 years.
Was it that long? Jeez. Okay.
It was a PlayStation and Xbox, but not PC.
Okay.
I forgot it even came to Xbox. Damn.
Good job, Square. Good job, Square.
Yeah.
You got a good one, David?
I don't know about a good one.
Not a good one, but it is one.
For the Xbox showcase, they've bought a crap load of studios over the past number, right?
Sure have.
There's, I think, only one studio that we have not seen anything from. Okay, there's two. There's a couple studios that we haven't seen anything from. One's The Initiative. Sure, we saw Perfect Dark trailer. I don't think that game's real. The other one that we haven't seen is Compulsion Games, who are the ones that made We Happy Few.
Oh yeah.
They have.
Fuck, what are they working on? It's been a long
No one
time.
knows. I have looked up to see if anyone had any rumors about what Compulsion is working on. I didn't find shit. No one knows what Compulsion is working on. I think we get a reveal of what the game is. Probably a CG trailer. I don't think it's going to have like gameplay and stuff. But yeah, I think we finally get a teaser for whatever it is Compulsion is working on. And not part of the prediction, but I think it's going to be something weird.
Okay.
We Happy Few was kind of weird and creepy. I think they're going to keep that vibe going.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think We Happy Few hit like they wanted it to, and
I don't think it did.
It didn't look like it was quite there. I didn't play it, but I saw other people play it, and I'm like, it looked like it didn't quite hit what they were going for, and I think they've had enough time. They've been owned by Xbox. When did they get picked up? I feel like it's been a long time.
I mean,
I feel like it's been at least like 3 or 4 years that they got bought. Oh, Zach, you killed your microphone, by the way. Didn't hear any of that statement that you made. And they got bought in 2018, right after they released We Happy Few. So yeah, they've been owned by Microsoft for 5 years and have not shown anything. I think it's time. Still can't hear you, Zach.
Really?
Oh, now we can.
Now we can.
Let's say the light's on, so it should be working. Yeah, that's bonker. What I was just saying is like they need they bought a bunch of smaller studios to make great games for the Game Pass model, and it feels like they have not made a game that surpasses that. Really, I mean, Halo Infinite kind of hit there, but then like within a few months, people were over it.
I think I think they've hit the release cadence this year.
Yes.
But I don't think they've hit the release quality this year. So like they got Hi-Fi Rush, which started off fantastic.
Yeah.
They got Minecraft Legends, which like
did not do well from what I understand.
I think it did
critically,
well. Critically, listen, it's brutal legend, but in Minecraft, like it's not gonna do great. It's third person like RTS. That's niche.
I didn't even know what the hell the gameplay was. So
yeah, it's third person RTS is what it is. So like that's not a game where I think they expected it to go crazy, but I think it sold like 3 million copies.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Oh, wow.
It has Minecraft in the name, y'all.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, you can make like a big chunk of cash by just putting Minecraft on the cover of a book and writing the biggest schlock.
And like it looked like a game where I'm like, videos? We're several years too late on that, Zach.
Yeah, no.
But like
honestly, maybe a decade.
Yeah, that's fair. But like it's, you know, they've done Minecraft Legends, which I don't think hit crazy hard, but I don't think they intended it to either, based on what the gameplay was. I'd be shocked if they did.
Sure.
And then where they fucked up is Redfall. Like Redfall is a piece of
hardcore.
And Redfall was like their biggest like AAA release that cost $70 and then was just the worst. The worst.
I can't believe that. Yeah.
So yeah, they screwed the pooch there, but I think I mean this is maybe make this a separate prediction, but like Forza Motorsport's probably coming this year too, presumably. I don't know if it's before or after Starfield, but it's probably coming this year. So like they're getting into the release cadence. That's 5 first party games. That's more than their 1 per quarter that I think they want to get. So like I think they're hitting the cadence. They just gotta actually like make all of the games good compared to a really good game, a super niche kind of mediocre game, and then Redfall, which was a steaming pile of crap. So like they just gotta rein that in. And they also released like an Age of Empires 4 expansion, which from that kind of funny interview with Phil Spencer he was like, yeah, that did better than Hi-Fi Rush. Like
what?
Wait,
numbers wise.
It's a new Age of Empires 4 expansion?
Or 2?
Or
Age of
2?
Empires 2 remake expansion. Yeah, sorry. Age of Empires 2 remake.
It was a 2 expansion. I sorry, that wasn't like me digging on you. That was
no. It was the Rome expansion. Yeah, Rome expansion for Age of Empires 2.
It was like basically porting Age of Empires 1.
That did better numbers than Hi-Fi Rush.
That's wild to me, though.
That's actually really surprising.
So it's like, Hi-Fi Rush critically hugely successful, but it's just not getting picked up by the number of people that you would expect. So like, doing good. I don't think they're unhappy with the numbers. I just think it's like that's just, you know, some games do better than others. But I think they're in the release cadence. They just gotta get like maintain a quality level, and they need a banger
games,
too.
Just better,
they need a banger. They've been releasing a lot of 7s.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
A lot of 7s and a 1.
To that point, because this is a question I meant to ask earlier when we said that Starfield is a lock. Do they give a hard release date or do they give a window?
Does it not already have a hard release date?
Starfield already has a hard release date.
No,
does it really? I thought it didn't.
No, Starfield's set for
September 6th.
Oh, well, fuck me. Great.
Yeah, they announced it earlier this year when they announced the showcase.
The better question is, are we sure it's going to hit that date?
I am certainly not.
Oh, I think it's coming out at this point.
They already delayed it like
twice.
9 months.
They did, but after the Redfall thing, I think, and especially with that interview that you were talking about, I think they cannot release this game expecting it to get less than a 9. Like
they're definitely scared.
Yes.
I think part of the reason
absolutely scared. I don't know if they're necessarily means they're going to delay it, but they've got to be terrified.
I think from that interview too, a point that Phil himself made was that like they focused on Starfield and did not focus on Redfall with like the support studios and stuff coming in to help get a game to a state where it's good. And because Starfield and Redfall were both under development before Xbox bought Bethesda.
For sure.
So like I think they focused really hard on like making Starfield that like generation defining game that they want it to be. And they kind of just let Arcane Austin do their thing with Redfall, and they probably should have helped Arcane Austin out a bit more, or at least been like,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I know what they needed to do, but like they needed to do something, and they did. It didn't seem like they did.
For sure. All right, let me make a prediction.
Go for it. Go for it.
Do I want to do? Should I do an Xbox one or another Sony one?
Give us a Sony one. Give us a Sony
one. Okay. At the Sony showcase, Cory Balrog's next game gets revealed because he did not direct God of War 20 or God of War Ragnarok. He was working on his own thing.
It's what's the rumor? Sci-fi game?
It's a sci-fi project. Yeah. We don't see gameplay, but we do get an idea of what it is. I don't even think we get a release date on it, but or even a window. But we meet our protagonist or whatever the fuck. We understand what is going on at least a little bit from this.
Do you think it's just like a 30-second teaser with like show a character scene title card, or do you think it's like we get a minute and have a little more details about it type thing?
I think we get a decent bit. Yeah, I think we get a minute. You know, I think they'll start with from the mind of the director of God of War 2018. Blah 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 blah. Put the accolades up front, and then it's I don't know, somebody on a space station, a droid goes beep boop, and alien shows up, and they blast somebody's head off.
You think a droid's gonna go beep boop?
Yeah, I know, right? It's that Cory Balrog. He's got a pretty inventive head.
That's a bold one, Zach.
But yeah, I think because again, they're saying this is an hour long.
They got to bring some heat, for an hour,
and they gotta start showing us things that are down way down the pipeline because we've known about a bunch of games for several years. They got to start revealing what the next slate of big Sony titles are.
I was gonna say, I think that's the big difference between Sony and Xbox. Honestly, for me, is like we know what Insomniac's working, but like I feel like for a lot of the other Sony studios, we don't
know what Sucker Punch. I mean, we're assuming they're working on.
Yeah, like we're assuming they're working on Ghost 2, but we don't know that. Literally, no idea what Bend is working on.
Are we gonna see that?
I mean, that's one of my predictions too. But I don't want to. Somebody else wants to take that. It's not my turn. But
we don't know what Ben's working on because like there are a bunch of rumors about after Days Gone, they were working on like an Uncharted thing, and then that got canceled, and they're working on something original, and like maybe that got canceled. So like. Yeah. I don't know if we see anything from Ben for like remake. 5 years at this point. We might not see anything from them, but like we don't know what they're working on. We don't know what Asobi is working on after Astro's Playroom.
I have a prediction for them, but
I mean, you can still use it. I'm just saying like their Sony Xbox, I feel like is a lot more known quantities where like we know what the vast majority of their studios are working on, and which Xbox has a ton. So that's surprising.
True.
But Sony, we know what their main ones are working on, and then there are the newer acquisitions and like the multiplayer things that I don't know what they are. So
yeah,
I feel like Sony has more unknowns to show, whereas Xbox has more. Hey, we're finally giving you details on the things that you know about.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, because yes, all of Sony's first parties just about are out the door, except for Spider-Man 2. And then it's like, all right, after that, I don't know what the fuck they're working on. So I think that this is them going to be revealing it.
Well, who's handling? And Bandai Namco's handling Sin Duality, and then a Korean studio's handling. No, Sony's handling Stellar Blade.
What the fuck is that?
That got first announced at Game Awards last year.
I didn't even remember what Sin Duality is.
Sin Duality is that weird mech game, right?
Yeah.
There were two super weeb games that Sony teased out end of last year, and I'm like, not again, they were very short teasers. I just happen to remember both of them because they both piqued my interest to at least some degree.
Oh,
That's
Stellar. Okay. I thought these were first party games. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought these were first party, and I'm like, what? But no, Stellar Blade, I do remember seeing. I know as we're talking like first party. Third parties can go wherever. There's lots of stuff that we do and don't know. Oh, fuck. One I didn't write down. If any of you have this down, speak up. Where the fuck's the little devil inside?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't write that down, but you're so right, dude.
That game's lost some fucking way.
That game revealed and supposed to have a release date like 3 years ago.
It was supposed to come out last December.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out last year, and then they just radio silence. Like it's just been gone.
Holy Christ! I'm looking up this.
Oh, you killed your mic right after you said "Holy Christ." Make the donation goal. Just replace Zach's microphone and cable. Just replace it all.
How does this keep happening, Zach?
Zach's like, no, don't make that the donation goal. We should make that the donation. Oh, you want us to just vamp? Because we can't hear. Okay, we can vamp. But yeah, like
Keep going without me.
oh, now I hear you.
Okay.
God, I
Good.
cannot believe they have not shown more Little Devil Inside. Granted, the first trailer was like, "Oh, this is good," minus the like racist tribal people, and then
minus the really bad stereotype they actually stumbled into.
And then I was like, okay, I can see that happening without intending it for it to be bad. And then the second trailer was like, oh, that first trailer of the game looked good. The second trailer of this game looks really boring, and I don't know how you made that like 180 with these two trailers.
I don't know how things. Yeah, I don't know how you screw that one up.
What I was trying to say before my mic cut out is that I looked up the Stellar Blade game, and there are so many fucking shots of this girl's ass. It's insane.
I was looking at the same thing.
It's literally like, hey, you like Bayonetta's ass? We got Bayonetta's ass at home.
I literally remember seeing the trailer for this and being like, oh, this is just Korean Bayonetta.
Jesus Christ. Like some of these pictures, I'm like, they like somebody played what's the Yoko Taro game?
Nier.
9S Nier. Somebody played Nier. I was like, this is how you make a video game.
I mean, listen, they're not entirely wrong. They're not wrong.
Life strategy to take.
No, I mean,
Nier is an incredible game.
I mean, just make Nier again, and you're good.
Anyways, sorry.
Part of me wants to like make a Nier my prediction now, but I didn't think about that.
I know. What's Yoko Taro doing right now?
Oh.
Probably making another gacha game because Square made it.
I mean, I don't know if it's out yet, but he was making that gacha game for Sega where all the
I think he did. I think that's out already.
Okay. All the characters are representations of Sega games as hot anime girls.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's great.
And the evil villain of the game is Sega itself.
What the fuck?
It's set in an alternate universe where Sega became the dominant game developer, and now they're evil.
It's a goddamn power move.
It's I want to talk for 10 years about this game, but
I say what also, the fuck, but it's a Yoko Taro game.
Yes, exactly.
It's just incredible that Sega was like, yeah, you can make a game where we're the villain.
It's bonkers.
Because we're successful in the game, right? And he's like, I mean, I could just see Yoko Taro being like, well, yeah, but... And they're like, no, that's all we needed to hear.
That's all I needed to hear.
So good.
Well, I feel like Yoko Taro and then freaking Tetsuya Nomura both doing that with like... with Final Fantasy VII Remake, basically, and then that mobile game. Absolutely wild that game companies are just like, yeah, go for it. Sure, it's fine. It's fine. Elisa Princh.
We've talked about Armored Core.
We have.
We haven't talked about Shadows of the Erdtree.
Elden Ring DLC, baby, let's go!
DLC. That is we don't have a release date for Shadows of the Erdtree. We saw like I think it was announced with just like a screenshot of Mikola in a field, very, very gold under the Erdtree. I think we see what the gist of this is. I don't know if we see a release date. I don't want to put my money on it, but I think we see like what this is.
I think we will see a release date on it.
Yeah.
You think it comes out this year? Not part of the prediction. I'm just.
I think it comes out like. I think it comes out on the 2-year anniversary. Is what I think of Elden Ring, which was what, February?
Yeah, I think February.
Yeah, February next year.
What's a wild that already been like a year and change since Elden Ring came out? That's actually wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see it either being at Summer Game Fest or at Game Awards this coming year.
My thing is, I think we see what the like where we're going or whatever it is. Like we don't know anything about this other than it's called Shadows of the Erdtree and Mikola exists.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we see like generally where we're going, what the gist of this thing is at Summer Games Fest, and then at Game Awards we get like release date.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Man, freaking From Software and Jeff Keighley, like they're tight, man.
I don't know how much after the Game Awards last year.
God,
the Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Greatest man, one of the greatest video game moments of all time.
That was not Jeff Keighley's fault.
It wasn't.
God, Jeff was so pissed, and
he was visually mad. Yeah. Visibly, not visually. Jesus. Yeah, no, he wild that they turned the mics back on for that too. Which again, not him. That's on the production staff, but like,
yeah.
But no, I think we do see, trailer, a substantial trailer at not E3. At not E3.
At not E3.
Definitely not E3.
And definitely in the Summer Games Fest like showcase.
Yeah. I can do that. I can see all that.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Who's next?
I got a bunch of stuff. You don't.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Y'all know I'm gonna say it. All right.
No,
Ubisoft
David,
Forward.
Please.
Ubisoft Forward's happening.
No.
Please.
It's been years, y'all. It's been years. I need an update, okay? I need one. Do I think it's coming? No. But do I need an update? Yes. I need to know what's happening with Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like,
they will announce in a tweet that it has been canceled, and that is the best you are going to get, David.
Skull and Bones still fucking exists and isn't released. There is no way.
Yeah, but isn't Beyond Good and Evil 2 older than Skull and Bones?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, significantly.
Actually, I think they might have been announced at the same time.
I think the last time we saw Beyond Good and Evil 2 was like 2016.
No. They originally announced the reboot of it in 2017.
Okay.
And they announced Skull and Bones in 2017. Let's go. They were the same showcase.
That wasn't the one where Joseph Gordon-Levitt got on stage and said,
no, that was the second time they showed Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Where Joseph Gordon-Levitt was like, "Hey, can we use all of the community assets for really cheap and not credit you? Cool, let's do it.
You write a song, we'll take it and put it into the game."
But yeah, like, I just need. They've shown Skull and Bones like 16 times, and they've shown me Beyond Good and Evil 4 like twice or 2. I don't know why I said 4. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Throw
like
an object
twice.
at your dog.
Next to my dog.
Okay.
Like, just give me a morsel. Give me something.
That's fair.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I don't think it is
There's
either.
no
But like,
way.
listen, just I don't think it's gonna happen. But it is something that my psyche requires. Just let me have something.
Shit, that would be so funny. Dessert Boy Man Cheer 10-bit saying, I predict they're going to pull a Dino Crisis and show a trailer that looks suspiciously like it's Beyond Good and Evil 2, but it's actually a completely different game.
Dessert Boy Man, I cannot believe Capcom did that. Cannot fucking believe
so
they did
bonkers. I forgot about that. What was that game called?
that. Exoprimal?
Exoprimal. Like, why would you do
Oh
that?
yeah,
I've heard that game's actually really good. Like,
Oh,
from
wow.
reviews.
Oh,
I don't
why
know
would
anything
you
about
show a bunch of dinosaurs and be like it's not
When
Dino
they know
Crisis?
that fans want Dino Crisis. Like,
some men just want to watch the world burn.
yeah, that's true.
Fucking
true.
wild.
Capcom, come on.
Oh, listen, Dessert Boy Man, I can't. I'll tell this story on stream. I don't know if I've actually told this story before. When the first Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer came out, this was at the Game Awards 2016, 17? I forget which one.
17, I think you said.
Or, sorry, it wasn't Game Awards. It was E3. E3.
Rest in peace.
First trailer comes out. This Ubisoft Forward or whatever, UB3, I think it was at the time, happened in the middle of the workday, as they tend to do. I'm in an office. I have a shared office with my, at the time, roommate as well. We shared an office and a house. It was great.
Oh, no.
Saw
Wow,
way too much of
God.
each other.
Yeah, no, that sounds horrible.
No, we were cool. But we were both watching E3 like on the side of us doing work.
Uh-huh.
And like the Ubisoft stuff is there, and I'm just like looking every once in a while, see what it is, see the new trailer start. So I'm looking more intensely, see it going. I'm like, no. These
Surely.
He's like Beastman people. This can't be it. Can't be it. It's not real. Can't be. And then there's like a little gold chocolate pig, and a dude says the word page, and I literally stand up from my desk, yell in joy, and everyone in the vicinity, there's like a bunch of cubes right in front of my office too, just all look at me like I'm not a loud person at work, like not like that. So they're just like, what is wrong with you? Yeah, they're like, what is wrong with you? And I just had to be like, sorry, figured out a really difficult code problem. Been bugging me for a couple days. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
I cracked the code.
I just like turned to my roommate and I'm just like, it's real. It's happening.
And it was not real.
And then 6 years of pain. And then 6 years of pain followed. Yeah. So.
Holy shit, that's funny. Oh God, that sucks. Hey, I got a good Ubisoft prediction.
Yeah.
Is Skull and Bones related?
No, I'll table that one because I feel like the moment has been ruined. There's another game that we know Ubisoft is working on. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
I was considering. I always remember that game. Remember that game.
No, God.
That's my thing.
Yeah, I've heard that game's in also development hell.
Here's the thing. They did say recently it's coming out this fiscal year, which I do think means spring of 2024. It's not making the holidays this year, but I think they're going to start showing gameplay because we've seen a little bit of like fancy video shit or CG trailers, but they also don't look as good as the movies because how the fuck could they? But
I was gonna say that's kind of a tall order.
But yeah, I think they got to start showing it. I think they do say I think they say spring of 2024 in the trailer.
Okay.
But I also wrote it looks pretty meh, to be honest.
I think they showed a bit of it once, right?
I don't know if it was gameplay, but they definitely showed a Navi walking around the jungle or getting on the back of whatever the hell the flying creatures are.
Those are called. Okay.
I don't think James Cameron knows.
I mean, I could see it. I mean, they gotta release some of those games, dude. Like
Ubisoft has to fucking release something that does okay numbers for them because otherwise
they just have to release things like
yeah.
Fucking Skull and Bones, my dude's been as long as Beyond Good and Evil 2. And when they showed Beyond Good and Evil 2, they're like, yeah, we're still working on the engine. Whereas, like, when they showed Skull and Bones, they're like, the game's almost done. And that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, and they just deleted
I
it.
think the main thing about Skull and Bones is they did not know what that game was.
No.
No, they had no clue.
I hope that they know by now.
I'd say 50-50.
I hope they know what Avatar, whatever Pandora the thing's called. Mists of
I
Pandora.
literally had to look up the name, and I looked it up, and then when I was about to say it, I had to turn and look at my other monitor to read it again because I was like, "What the fuck is this game?"
What is it?
called?
Mists of Pandora?
Frontiers of
Frontier.
Pandora. Mists of Pandora is the Disney park. I think it is. Actually, I'm not.
I've never been, so like I wouldn't
Me
know. Christ.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a prediction for Ubisoft? Because if not, I have a comment.
I feel like I'm forgetting something that they're doing, but just do your comment.
Yo, they're making a Star Wars game. When's that coming out?
They are.
It's the same studio that's making the Avatar game. It's
really?
It's massive. The Division 2 studio.
No fucking way. It's the Division 2 studio?
Yeah. Who I think would make a good Star Wars game, potentially. I don't know about Avatar.
Aren't they working on another Division game?
They're still working on Division 2. They're still releasing DLC for it.
I know that, but isn't somebody making a new Division game?
Are they?
I don't know.
I thought there's supposed to be a free-to-play Division game coming out.
Oh, I think there's a mobile game coming, like Division Heartland or something like that.
Then I don't give a shit.
Oh, right, the one that was racist.
Yeah, that
God
one.
damn it.
That
Yeah.
The one that was racist.
The one that was racist is accurate, yeah. They used the
Well,
BLM. They used the BLM like
Oh,
fists
my
thing
God.
for like the
Oh my
villains.
god!
I forgot about that.
And that
Yeah.
game is being directed by Yves Guillemot's son.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
that one.
Everyone deserved to be fired for that. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, Leprechaun in the chat says what? Basically, it's a Division game where a terrorist organization is causing uprising against all the governments in the world, and that organization's symbol is literally the Black Lives Matters like fist. And it was like, hey guys, that's a conspiracy that really exists.
Yeah.
So maybe don't.
And then they, as we said, announced the lead like of the team is Yves Guillemot's son.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
Speaking of two things we just mentioned, Star Wars and everyone on the team deserving to be fired.
Oh no. I know what you're gonna say.
Oh shit. No way. Are we gonna see this game, you think?
Wait, what game?
Look, I don't think so, but I want to say it.
What game?
David
Dude,
Cage's
Star Wars game.
Oh, David Cage.
When that was revealed, it was like that was revealed, and then they started hiring for it.
And they had like a full minute-long trailer, and everybody was like, "This looks good," and then it ended, and it was like
Quantic Dream,
and we're like,
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. I think that game's gonna blow. Fucking.
I don't think that game makes it to launch, but we'll see. Because they said like it won't come out till 2026, and I'm like, yo, motherfucker, you don't have that long to make a new game. Like,
No, I actually don't think this game's gonna be at E3. But God,
Did
Thank
they
you for
actually say
reminding me of that.
2026?
I think they said 2025 or something like that, yeah.
yeah.
Jesus, why do you think we
well, no,
care?
because they put out that trailer as like a recruiting
Yeah.
like push.
Yeah.
Like they put out the trailer and then they put out like hiring.
I mean,
And
that's
then
that
they
is
got sued
relatively
by the
normal,
French
but
government
yeah.
for terrible workplace
Yeah.
practices.
I think that was before. I think that was like a year before.
I mean, to be fair, who hasn't?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day I get that email from the French government saying that Save Data is a
Yeah, that's not.
terrible place to work. Save Data LLC.
We met the French government. The French Canadian government might hit us up though.
Nah,
We might still get a letter in French.
I wouldn't be able to read it because Quebec, all their official government paperwork is only in French now.
That's true.
Oh.
I think that is David Cage, yeah, Phil.
Yeah, I think he might have said that.
Oh no. Why is he still in a studio?
Because some people like those games.
Yes.
Remember, that's a quote by Martin Luther King Jr.
I have another one unless somebody else wants to go.
Drop it.
I feel like we're just going around.
We're pretty much just shooting the shit right now. Just start throwing shit.
We see at the Xbox showcase, we see only a CG trailer. We don't see gameplay because they've been too busy making Starfield, but we finally see the Indiana Jones game being made by Bethesda.
Oh, Machine Games thing, yeah.
Yes, it's black screen here. And then I don't know.
Aren't we getting a new Indiana Jones movie soon? It'd probably be a good time for them to like remind people that it exists.
Oh, that movie is coming. Yeah,
I forgot that movie was happening.
Yeah, it'd be good timing to be like, hey, remember this?
I can see it, but like, I don't think that game's coming anytime soon. Is that?
No. I want to be clear.
I don't think it's coming anytime soon. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just try and like be like, hey, remember this is the thing we're doing.
Yeah. Ben shooting the chances. Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. Not a goddamn chance.
They want to focus
Wishful
on Starfield.
Thinking. But yeah, they can't talk about anything apart from Starfield right now.
Because I think it's the same studio that's making PS6. So like they Starfield out.
Mm-hmm.
On the Xbox train, there are a couple games that we haven't seen in a long time that I think are due.
Yep.
First one is State of Decay 3.
Holy shit, I forgot they were making that.
Yeah, they showed like a CG trailer with a weird zombie demon deer, and I was like, this game looks kind of weird but cool. I've never played a State of Decay game, but I was like, these look kind of cool. Would play on Game Pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is a Game Pass game.
But yeah,
I've heard people like those games, but
no, I've heard they're good. I just haven't,
I just feel like they came out after the zombie boom, and
exactly.
I was like, I don't want to play a fucking zombie game right now.
That's
sorry.
where I'm at. But I feel like it's been long enough for me where like maybe I could jump into like a State of Decay 3 or something like that when it comes out. But yeah, we haven't seen that in I think at least a few years at this point.
It's been a bit, yeah.
So I think it's time to show that one. With gameplay at this point, like they showed a CG trailer, like give me a little bit of gameplay. Show me what you changed from 2 to 3. But I don't think it's coming this year or anything. I think it's this year.
I mean, to that extent, do you think we see the Hellblade sequel?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
think it's coming this year?
I think Hellblade is not a lock, but I think it's Q1 next year. I think it's a spring.
Okay.
Like late winter, early spring game, like a March, April.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good slot for it. It's just
even earlier, like they could do a February.
I think Hellblade is like low enough budget and high enough profile, like the good ratio between those, that they can kind of do whatever they want with it.
What?
Like,
because they're working on like 3 games too.
Like
right?
Yeah, but the other stuff is like super experimental, artsy stuff. There's like Project Mara, I think, is one, and I forget what the other ones.
I keep wanting to call them Team Ninja, but that's the Neo guys. This is Ninja Theory.
Correct. Yeah. Not confusing at all.
No.
But yeah, no, I think Hellblade 2 trailer that was one that I almost brought up during the lock. Like, I think we absolutely see Hellblade 2 for sure.
I think we have to see it. I just don't know like how much.
Yeah, I think showing it's a lock. I think it has to be gameplay. The last one was like kind of felt like a fusion of gameplay and CG, but also Hellblade looks really good, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
Well, the last time I saw it was when they were like running out of the cave with the giant in it, right?
The giant baby, yeah.
Which is it was a cool trailer. I liked it.
It was a really cool trailer.
I did not like that trailer at all.
I thought
that was a bad trailer personally, mainly because it went on for like 7 minutes.
It was long. You're
And
not wrong
showed
about
nothing.
Yeah, that is accurate.
That trailer could have been a quarter of the time, if not shorter, and would have been a lot better. But yeah, no, I think we absolutely see. The other one I wanted to bring up from Xbox that we haven't seen in a long time, Everwild.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
Rare's game. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Do you think we see that one?
I don't.
Yeah, no. I think it's
I think that game's in development hell. I mean, we've known that it's in development hell, but I don't know.
I have in my notes, I think we could either see Everwild or Avowed. I don't think we see both.
I think we see Avowed. I think Avowed's a good pick.
Avowed, I'm not sure how, because like Obsidian's had a bunch of small projects that they've been working on. Like they've been working on Grounded, and they keep updating that game, so like people are still working on it. And then they did Pentiment last year, which was very good.
Yeah.
But it's just like they've had so many small projects that I'm like, I don't know what the size of Avowed is, and I don't know like what the size of the team is. So it could be like a huge game and coming like a Fallout size game from them and not coming anytime soon, or it could be like, you know, like a 10-hour experience type game coming from them and be coming relatively soon. So like flip a coin which one of those it is, personally.
I forgot about this game, but I remember now, and it looked sick. And Obsidian like does not miss. So
No,
they've been doing like, I've played a good
Yeah.
chunk of Grounded too. It's a good game too. Like even with like small team, totally different genre, like it's still good.
When you talking about that, I also forgot about what's their fucks making Outer Worlds 2.
Also Obsidian.
Oh yeah. No, that is also Obsidian.
And I'm just
I
like,
don't-
I don't
Right.
know.
I just said
I
that
think they
don't
kind of can't show it because it's gonna conflict with Starfield in a way.
I don't think
'cause it's-
so.
No,
What
I
is
think it. I see what you mean, Zach.
It's
It's
like,
like
if that
Outer
game's gonna come out before the end of this year, then they have to show it here.
Oh, I
But
don't
if
think-
if not, then I don't think they show it.
It's just like I don't know how Obsidian has had like 4 projects running concurrently, and like that's
They
the
are-
thing. I'm like, it's honestly they're the closest to freaking Insomniac.
I was to say they're the Insomniac of Xbox.
Yeah, like they've been doing smaller projects, but like they've been hitting.
Mhm.
Like Grounded is good. I don't think Grounded got the audience they wanted, like
No.
numbers, but like it's good. And then Pentiment also really good, and I think they knew that game was super niche, so like they weren't expecting a ton of sales or anything. But like, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if like how many people they have working on these games. Like I don't know if it's coming soon or not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if we see something from Obsidian, I think we see Avowed. I don't think we see.
Mhm.
I think you're right. I hope you see Avowed.
Me too. I want to
No,
know what
I
the heck
want
that game
to
is.
see it too. Like all we saw was like, oh, this kind of looks like Elder Scrolls, but better. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, like visually better, not like
Oh no, it absolutely.
'cause the last Elder Scrolls we got was 2011.
Yeah, literally
This-
over a decade ago.
This is a bit of a pull, but I think we see Rotwood, the new Clay game, and I think we see a release date for that.
I seen. I know Clay. I just don't remember if I've seen this actual.
I mean, Clay is honestly amazing. Like
Oh, they're the
they
Don't
do
Starve
a new
team.
genre
Okay.
every other game, and they're always like the top of the genre. And this is like a beat 'em up. They've done a beat 'em up for like their first game, I think, was or at least their first big game was Shank.
Didn't they like just do Grifflands like a year or two ago?
Grifflands was like a year or two ago. But they're still working on Don't Starve. Don't Starve is like their big moneymaker.
Oh, I mean, Don't Starve is going to keep making them money for years. Yeah, people fucking love that game.
Oxygen Not Included, I think, was 2 or 3 years ago.
2017.
That was
good.
them
Wow.
too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark of the Ninja was them, which is honestly one of my favorite games of all time.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
they do have a lot of
new
bangers.
genres every year.
Wait, are you sure?
basically.
Are you sure Mark of the Ninja was them?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's them.
They've got a couple like smaller games like Eats Bites or something like that. That's like a puzzle game.
Eats Bites.
It's something like that.
Dang, and then they co-published Crypt of the Necrodancer too. The fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And all of their games are bangers. Not all of them hit for me specifically. Like I don't love Don't Starve that much. It's just I don't love the like survival genre, but that game obviously is beloved by many people. Like I said, Mark of the Ninja is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh damn, yeah. No,
Auction Not Included is considered like the best colony sim, or at least one of the best. Like, so I think we see. I don't know at what showcase, but I think we see and get a release date for Wotwood.
I feel like that could be a Summer Game Fest or an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
That game.
Wow. Yeah, the studio kicks ass. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Like all of their art style, like every single game's not just the genre, but the art styles are completely different. Shout out to you, Clay.
Yeah.
Jeez, I did not realize so many of those games were Clay. Holy crap.
Vancouver.
Did you just say Vancouver A, Elise?
What? No,
no.
Canadian. Yeah, they're Vancouver.
No, she did not say A.
Okay, just like my brain just put that there after game. Vancouver.
Eats Munchies. Eats Munchies was the one I was thinking about.
Eats Munchies.
Eats Munchies. It's good.
2014, after Don't Starve and Mark of the Ninja.
All right. I only got like one or two more. We just want to run through these. I feel like we're starting to run a little long. This is kind of tied into, obviously we're going to see Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
I think we get a big blowout for it. Like somebody talking, explaining what's new. I think they take about 10 minutes on it. And it will be confirmed you play as both Peter and Miles.
Yeah.
And Venom is shown in some form in the trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, I think all that's guaranteed. I definitely think that's a lock. Yeah.
It's a little cheap, but the only other one I have is we see Team Asobi's new game. It is an Astrobot game. My spicy pick, and I don't think this is actually true, is that it's not. Oh no, actually, I believe this. It's not a PSVR 2 exclusive title.
Oh, I believe that. I think they've already given up on PSVR 2.
Yeah, I think it's the thing with they said that they're going to show PSVR 2 shit here, and I'm like, you're going to show a fucking scissor reel. This piece of hardware is dead already. You are not supporting it. It's fine.
I put on my notes like not a prediction, but PSVR 2 games are few and underwhelming.
Yeah.
Probably mostly ports from
other systems,
MetaQuest and Steam VR.
They just they completely in every single way failed this, and they've done nothing to even try, and they're just like, okay, thanks everybody for buying this expensive piece of
Call
VR
of the
tech.
Mountain Horizon game. That was it. Which was
that's the only one they've made, right? That's the only only first party exclusive.
God.
And people were like, okay, it's a climbing game, which is kind of not what I expected from Horizon.
Nope.
Oh, is that what that was?
I mean, there's also like shooting a
Bow
bow and
stuff.
stuff, but like, it sounded, people were like, yeah, half the game is climbing shit.
Yeah.
Apologies if you hear sirens. Those are my end.
It's to the point that, I mean, again, I haven't played it, but kind of funny who our PlayStation people were like, this game isn't even a must play, which is pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yes, it's not good. Let's see. Lumbershot asked what I did. I didn't do anything. They're just driving by.
I got a fucked up prediction.
Oh no!
Fucked up prediction.
Which is we see a new Cliffy B game.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, what was that?
We see a new Cliffy B game.
Haven't heard that name in years.
Cliffy B.
I
don't think it's gonna happen, but I want to put it on my predictions.
I don't think so. I saw something like a month or something ago where like
he's doing something.
He tweeted something about Lawbreakers, and I'm like, dude, it's dead.
Shut the fuck up.
Like shut up and move on. Like, oh, my game was so good, no one played it. I'm like, you sound like fucking David Jaffe. Shut up.
Yeah.
I don't know anything like horrible about Cliff Bleszinski. Like
nothing bad has come out. I've heard
he's just a tool.
He's just gonna do shit.
He's just a dude.
That's what I was gonna say. He just seems like someone I would not get along with.
No, holy shit. On April 13th of this year, so last month, he tweeted, just got a text from my lawyer about ... Lawbreakers.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
What?
No. What are they gonna do? Lawbreakers 2? Sequel to a dead game.
I mean, hey, it'll be hard to do worse than Lawbreakers 1 did. So like,
yeah.
Look, at least now there's ill will towards Overwatch.
That's true. Well, hey, to be fair, he also released Radical Heights in the week that Fortnite was down, and then as soon as Fortnite came back, everybody stopped playing Radical Heights. So I don't know.
Oh, I did have
Hegel 2 guy, Lawbreakers 2.
Lawbreakers 2.
Question: does anybody here remember that guy's actual name? Because it's been.
Yes.
Thank you. What is it?
John Vici.
Thank you. Okay, well, there we go.
I mean, I'm the one who wrote the question in 2 different Chaos Jeopardies. I better fucking know. It'd be pretty bad if I didn't remember after I made 2 specific Chaos Jeopardies.
Pridge, you think we're getting Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line 2?
What? Dude, there's no reason to expound on perfection. They did it. It's done.
You can only do worse.
Yeah, there's no need to change anything.
I did have a couple more I wanted to bring up, and then I have one question to the group, one that we didn't talk about yet, and then we can probably call it. One, I think we're gonna get some Sega stuff at Summer Game Fest, and I think it's gonna be remakes. I think Sega is on. I don't know what exactly it's gonna be, but I think we're gonna see like at least 2 Sega remakes because they have.
I think
said in their financial reports and stuff that they're like, the remake stuff has been like super profitable because it doesn't take a lot of work and it makes a good chunk of money, so we're gonna keep doing it. So hey, folks, we're getting more remakes. Are we gonna get new games? Probably not, but like we may get the other Yakuza game though. That's the other thing from them. Because the next mainline Yakuza is supposed to also come out this year, so I think we probably see that at Summer Game Fest.
Oh, I'd pop pretty hard for that. That'd be cool.
God, what was the name of that game? It sounded rad as shit.
Like a dragon.
No. Hang on, I'm looking it up because it sounded fucking cool. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. How fucking cool does that sound?
That's pretty cool, Tyler. You're not wrong.
Like, how fucking cool does that sound?
His name.
I think we get details on that, whether it's coming this year or next year. We're going to hear about it. And then
I like that.
The other one I had, a very specific, but I think we get a Blue Protocol trailer with an open beta date. That was that weird Tales-looking MMO thing.
Oh yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah,
I'm very much waiting for a beta invite / open beta to try because I want to play that game. So I think they're doing closed beta. I think they do a trailer and do an open. And then same for the finals. I don't know if any of y'all have paid attention to that game.
Not at all.
Finals?
It's a game from a bunch of ex-DICE developers. Or ex-EA maybe. Might not just be DICE. But it's like a weird multiplayer like FPS with like destructible environments where you're like competing for a package basically on the map.
Okay.
And it looks cool. They've done some like closed betas and like press previews and stuff that look really interesting. So I think we probably get like a trailer and open beta for that. And the last thing I have, which is a question to you. And I thought someone would bring this up. I'm shocked no one did.
Mhm.
Hollow Knight Silk Song.
yeah.
I was actually getting ready to, then I kept forgetting to bring it up.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too, exactly. I have it in predictions. Silk Song for real this time. I think so. Like a few weeks ago, like a week ago, right? We got a tweet from the team that was like, "Hey, we were planning on this for what was it? For early
first half of 2023." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that. We're delaying it. And there's two reasons this could be, right? One, they don't know the release date. They're going to keep working on it and say when it's ready. Two, this was just a few weeks before Summer Games Fest.
They're going to reveal it here.
They're going to reveal the full release date at Summer Games Fest. And that's why they didn't give any more information there.
Could be.
I'm going to, just so that I'm going to put money on seeing a release date at Summer Games Fest for Silk Song.
Here's the thing. I have Hollow Knight Silk Song in our Fantasy Critic. I want this game to come out very badly this year. Very much do I want it to come out so I have a chance at win.
Mm-hmm.
I think that tweet from them, considering they've been silent for months, years, basically, at this point, to me, that was a sign of you are not seeing anything at Summer Game Fest time.
I'm with David on this one. I thought that with how radio silent they've been, with the only news we got in all of 2022, it being in that sizzle reel for Xbox games coming in the next fiscal quarter, then 10 months into that year time frame, them going, yeah, not gonna happen. That's a disaster sign for me. That's a panic fucking sign if I've seen one. That strikes me as a studio who has completely lost track of what they want with the release of this game.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
I would love to be wrong, but I have no reason to be optimistic on what's going on inside Team Cherry right now.
I mean, and listen, Team Cherry is 2 people, so
right.
The vibe I got from what they said in the tweets was the game just isn't where they want it to be yet, and I kind of felt that was creative thing rather than there's problems. Is the vibe I got. So is it possible it comes out this year? Yeah, I hope it does.
Yeah, I mean, of course it's possible. Yeah,
but I don't expect.
I don't think it's coming out this year.
I think it's a what's his name? Concerned Ape thing where it's this guy is a perfectionist.
Yeah,
these people are perfectionists. They're gonna keep working on the game until they're ready with it.
But hey, at least Concerned Ape posts updates.
It's true. While that game was in early access, he was very good of being no, I'm not going to release the game yet because I want to fix this.
Well, even Haunted Chocolatier, his next game, he's been pretty. He's just tweeted random videos and GIFs about it. Hey, I added this. This is what I'm doing, and I'm
yeah.
Do I expect that at Summer Game Fest? No.
Right. Oh God, no.
I don't think the game's coming out for 2 years, but
yeah.
Team Cherry's radio silence, and then to come out to just say it's not coming out.
Right, which is very much
when Xbox said it was.
Out, dude.
Yeah, I'm hey, it's also fucking May or April, whenever they tweeted. You got 2 months before the end of that deadline. I already assumed you weren't going to make the deadline.
Right, I'm I kind of suspected that already.
Yeah. It's also you can't envy the tasks they have.
Oh God,
no.
Oh no, absolutely
not. They're a really small team who released Hollow Knight, and then it just blew up a year after it was released. And it's now considered by a lot of people one of the best games of all time. And they've been working on this game, and they need to follow it up, and they know the entire world is on their shoulders.
Yeah. Don't envy them in the slightest.
Oh no, I have nothing but sympathy and well wishes for them.
Hey, if Nintendo can release Tears of the Kingdom and blow Breath of the Wild out of the water, these fucking lazy bums can do the same goddamn thing.
Hey, Team Cherry, we get you.
That's a joke.
You're not
That's
lazy bums. We know. Please let us have a code of your game when it's coming out.
Oh my god, please. Give us several.
Gosh.
I'll stream it separately.
Yeah, I don't think we see it though.
Do we see Sega Super Game?
Oh god.
Oh my god, I forgot about the fucking Super Game. Oh my god.
What does that even mean, Sega?
I don't think they know what it means.
No, they definitely
It's just a
don't.
Sonic MMO.
Ooh, actual good one.
Sonic MMO.
Do we see Persona 6?
I thought about that. No.
Not with the new mobile game. I think.
Oh, you're right.
I think they're hoping that stalls people's expectations for a little bit.
I forgot about that.
So it took them like, I feel like it was almost a decade to fucking release Persona 4.
Well, no, because Persona 4 was
40.
originally planned
Or 5,
to be
sorry,
like,
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 5.
I mean,
5
4 was a
originally
PlayStation
planned
2 title.
to be a PlayStation 3 title.
Yeah. And it
And they
completely,
released it on PlayStation 3.
yeah, just also added PS4.
They released it on PlayStation 3 with like, or at like near the end of, or yeah.
They released
like
4, they released the PS3 and 4 versions at the same time.
Mhm.
And we're like, hey,
It's
this
like
is
the
just,
PlayStation 4 had been out for like 5 years.
yeah, like Persona 4 I think was like 2008 or something like that.
I think you're
Yeah.
right.
And
Yeah.
Persona 5 was like
2017.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is almost a decade of developing 5. So like, and I don't think they're gonna follow up 5 with something that's not of like the same scale. So like, I don't
No,
think there's,
no, for
I don't
sure.
think there's a chance we see Persona 6 for a while. Would love for that not to be the case, but I don't think that's.
Leprechaun in the chat says they want to see 1 and 2 re-releases. I don't think Persona 1 and 2 exist. Everyone knows the franchise started at
Yeah,
Persona
I was gonna
3.
say. The longer I go on, I'm pretty sure they started that series with 3.
It's a baller move, honestly.
Didn't Persona,
Honestly, more companies should do that.
Uh-huh.
didn't Persona 1 have like Hitler as the villain?
Persona 3 did, yeah.
No, that wasn't Persona 3. That was 1 or 2.
Was it really? I thought
Yeah.
it
Leprechaun
was
says
2.
that was
Okay.
2.
That was 2. Yeah.
I mean, hey, he's the villain. It's fine. It's like it's Wolfenstein, man. You killed Nazis. Who cares? He's super violent. It's Nazis.
Are we gonna see more of Liza P?
Ooh, that game looks
yeah,
dope.
that'll
Yeah.
be somewhere.
Yeah, I think that'll be Summer Game
I'm trying to
Fest
look
or
at the
Xbox.
games that are
Summer
still
Game
set
Fest
to
or
come out
Xbox
this
for
year.
sure.
Mhm.
I guess looking at our fantasy critic things that I would just like to see. A bunch of stuff's coming out. Tekken 8, I think, is probably gonna be at Summer Game Fest.
Yeah.
Or PlayStation. Street Fighter 6 is gonna be at PlayStation like 100%.
Mhm.
Could see Mina the Hollower. Wouldn't be shocked to see that at
Ooh,
Summer
that's a
Game
good
Fest.
one, yeah.
Or Xbox, maybe? I could see Xbox team up. We got on quick hits.
Goodbye Volcano High. I want to see that.
They just delayed that, so I think
I know
Yeah.
they did. I still want to see it.
I don't think
I mean, I'd love to see it. I don't think there's anything left to show. I think at this
I
point
kind of agree with you, Pridge.
we're just waiting for the final release, which is now like August now. They moved it from June to August, I think.
Yeah, I mean the furries. I mean, the people who are going to buy that game are going to buy that game already.
Yeah, I don't know if there's
it's
anyone new
scaly,
left to
Zach,
hook in.
come on.
there's some mammals in
I
that,
know,
right?
I'm just I don't know.
I mean, isn't the main person a dolphin? That's not a scaly. You wouldn't call that a scaly.
Sure. I didn't think they were a dolphin, but maybe they are. I don't know. I didn't pay that
Maybe a
close
porpoise.
attention.
I'm not sure.
There are other indie games like Nine Souls, Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk replaced that I think we could see anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Shout out to
there's
also
Angerfoot
Homeworld
for
3.
Carl. I
Homeworld 3 is
forgot
on
that
mine.
was the thing. Yeah.
I don't think we see it.
I mean,
No.
we back to Angerfoot. That's definitely going to show up at Devolver's thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Devolver hasn't announced a thing yet,
God.
but I'm sure it's going to be there.
We have to stream that just so Carl can
Oh,
pop
we do.
off.
We do.
oh yeah, no, we were absolutely.
God damn it.
We'll give him a stream. It's
It's
fine.
I hope Angerfoot is either amazing or just absolute hyper trash. Just
No in
just
between.
so Carl either gets to dunk on all of us, or we all get to dunk on Carl eternally.
We've already dunked on Carl.
I know, but
No, we
he's-
can do it again though.
We can always do it again. He's still. God bless him. He's still fighting for the game.
What else? Dragon Quest, the HD 2D stuff, and 13. I think is it 13 or 12? Whatever one they're on.
12.
Like we could see those. Mortal Kombat 1 just did a trailer, so I don't think we'll see it. Plucky Squire, I would fucking love to see a trailer at PlayStation or fucking Summer Game Fest because that game looks cool and I want to see more of it.
Same.
That's it. We could probably see Sea of Stars too. That's coming out in August. I bet we'll see that Summer Game Fest.
Oh shit!
Oh yes, we are just about at Sea of Stars time.
That's the Messenger people, so I would assume Summer Game Fest, but maybe like Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah. I want to play that game.
Same. Very much want to play that game. There's a lot of good games coming out this year. I don't know if you saw, but there's a lot of good games. And yeah, Ghostly Paladin, the only Capcom one I think is Street Fighter 6. I don't think. I guess Exoprimal probably gets another trailer and maybe a release date, but also I could not care less about that game because it's not Dino Crisis. And I don't know anything about Dino Crisis. I just thought the joke. But folks, those are our predictions for Summer Game Fest 2023, not E3 2023, whatever you want to call it. It's thank you for tuning in. If there are things we missed, because I'm sure there are, if there's cool predictions you want to make, get them in the comments before all the actual things happen. Because if you comment after the thing, it doesn't count. That's cheating.
That would be incredible.
It's literally cheating.
25th about everything in the PlayStation thing.
It's literally cheating. Like, don't do that.
You know it is.
It's not a prediction if it already happened.
It's a post-diction.
That is funny shit.
So yeah, get those in the comments if you have any. Let us know what you're looking forward to. Let us know if you think some of our stuff is a lock or not too. What you're excited to see. And then let's see. Do we have anything else streaming this weekend, Zach? I don't think so, right?
No, but you, me, and Chris will be on Subpixel on Sunday, 5 p.m.
Oh, that's
Eastern
true.
time.
Scan lines we're doing over at Subpixel, 5 p.m. Eastern, playing some old nostalgic games, which should be a fun time.
Show up for Mega Man Legends / Mega Man 64. Let's go, gamers! Good video game.
That game rules. Come watch that one.
That's twitch.tv/subpixel, right?
Yep.
Yes.
You can type !Subpixel in the chat to get a link to it. Just kidding. No, you can't.
Error 404 not found.
That joke never gets tired to me.
It never does. And then next week, look forward to, your normal Ace Attorney. Do we know what we're doing Monday yet?
We are going to be playing the Golden Idol DLC.
For...
Red! Golden Idol DLC. That game looked cool. Tune in for that.
I'm very excited for it.
And then, tune in probably most of the summer for new games and first reactions. I don't think there's anything next week, but it won't be long before it begins.
Yeah,
so a bunch of us will be playing stuff.
Busy as fuck.
Yeah. No. Tune in then, and until next time, have a great day.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.